So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down. We have got a fantastic Spanish wine called Viña Albani. This is a 2019 Reserva. And Shotzi picked this up for me. I don't know where. Could have been the grocery store, could have been the wine store. Doesn't really matter because here in Germany you can get wine anywhere, including train stations. So, but what a wonderful sweet palate on this. Definitely, you can always tell the reds that come from the sunny places on the planet. Not quite as bold as American reds or whites, but then again, you know, we don't have terroir in the New World like we have here. The old soil, the minerality. But this is a fantastic fruity explosion on the nose. It's just fantastic. And on the palate. It's tannic. It's got a fantastic finish. And this one's begging for salmon. I mean, it's just funny how it begins to kind of tell you. After a while, you start tasting, you're taking your nose, you start thinking, what would really be good with that? And yeah, of course, as with any wine, especially reds, they would all go well with charcuterie and cheese, right? So I'm just saying. But this is a delightful little one. If you were having some spicy food that maybe has some fat content to it, I think this would serve us well. But it's a beautiful Spanish wine. No wonder it's an award winner. And it's 6 years old. Hope it's been a good life. So it dawned on me that we did not finish. I did not finish my thought on what made the bull riders different from all of the other rodeo contestants. And just real quick, you know what it is? They don't walk that conservative line like you would see maybe with the roping teams or the steer wrestlers or whatever, because they're kind of like outliers, right? They ride bulls, you know. I've seen everything in the green room, and yes, it's pretty much a green room back there, right? Everybody's, you know, taking off their good boots and putting their riding boots on, and you know, you don't want to ride in a big old thick buckle, right? There's just things you got to do back there, body armor, stuff like that. If you're up for it, the cagey thing on your face, I could never bring myself to wear that, but I can tell you, if they take their shirt off and they'll change it, and you'll see, like, you know, various piercings and all kinds of crazy tattoos. And that's just to say that by and large, my experience with other bull riders has been that they're their own breed, you know. They're very different, right? You know, it's almost as if they're gonna graduate one day from the bulls to like big Harleys and stuff. I'm not sure, but they are their own breed. And very much individualistic as far as, you know, the norms. What they want to do is what they want to do. They don't care about trends. And the best thing about it is they are very much a community, right? Kind of like, you know, those of us here doing this thing. So that said, the dictionary.com word of the day is guffaw. This would be a verb to laugh loudly, I guess, just to laugh out loud. You know, oh, he guffawed at that one, which is such an odd word. And I don't think I have ever used it at all whatsoever in a sentence, ever, unless I was reading something out loud, like for class or something like that. But never would I have ever used that term. But boy, will it show up in some of the stronger grids, right? Especially over in the cryptics and stuff, and Guardian, Independent. You'll see it maybe around there on occasion, but you will find it here in the New York Times. And so just always be ready for that guffaw, right? You know, whether you choose to say it, that's on you. Seems a bit arcane, but it's a good word regardless. So let's hop into our grid here. Get myself situated. I just realized why I sit down in my rolling bar desk stool things here, and I'm always like, oh gosh, this is painful. It's because it's the first time during the day that I've been forced to sit up straight, right? So it's just my posture barking. But we have August 7, Thursday, 2025 here in the Common Era, a Ben Zimmer construction edited by Will Shorts. And Ben Zimmer is essentially crossword royalty. It hasn't really been that long a day for me. I've been up since, I don't know, 5:30, and it's 3:46 now, so it's not like it's been a long day. But for whatever reason, I guess I haven't been talking that much, so I need to, I probably should have done the quick lazy fox or something jumped over the sleeping dog a few times. But let's hop into our grid, see what we got. Please put up with my verbal struggles. All right, so a speeding check. Okay, Ben, this is where we're going to go here today, huh? Be up. I don't know. Where the Magi journeyed from. Speculation's been they come from the east. I've read that maybe Iran, but I think they come from afar. Is what the Bible says is afar. Is that what you say, Sweet?
Well, I know there's a song that's also far from the east came three wise men, but they did come from afar also.
Yeah, so she just sang a song, something from her church going days, something about they come from far from the east. Country wise men, something like that. So came three wise men. I don't know. I'm not good at that. If you find me at mass or in temple for any reason, I'm usually just going through and reading passages. So be up. What do we got going on here? Are we talking to Bat? Are we gonna be at Bat? I mean, the only other guy is yeah, batter up. He's that bad. He's up. So, but she's up. Good Lord, that was so gender exclusive. I'm so sorry. I did not mean that. So a speeding check could be that speed bump that everybody is fine with in everybody's neighborhood but their street. It's like NIMBY syndrome. Not in my backyard, not on my front road. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. What arrives in the film Arrival, a UFO, though. Arrival, I loved that movie. Weren't those heptapods? I think those are heptapods. And what's her name? I can't remember her name now for the life of me. Something Grant, maybe? I can't remember her name. Red-haired actress. Super wonderful. It's not Amy Grant. That's that singer from the 80s. I don't know. Anyway, she was fabulous in it, whatever it was. And very sad movie, very strange. But I do believe those were heptapods. Like a big old octopi or something floating around in there playing mahjong with the Chinese, and this is a good movie. Mixtures in copier cartridges. So we're lighting up the center line here, so obviously we might have something to do with the theme here. Dash display in some cars would be a map. I know mine has it. The Beamer's got it, but I don't like that there. I don't know why I don't use those things on that. A tax preparer, maybe? Yeah, I don't see anything that even comes close to looking like toner cartridges so far. I could be wrong about a map, and I'm questioning myself. Don't get me wrong. Culture, vultures, concerns. Aren't they usually worried about the arts? Birthplace of Madeleine Albright and Václav Havel, and that would be Prague. I haven't talked to Shotzi about it, but I think we should go on our next 3-day weekend, which I think is Labor Day weekend. There's just a couple hour drive. Why don't we just go to Prague? Culture, yeah, I think these are the arts. And let's see, begins dealing with, begins dealing with, I don't know, looks at, takes at, I'm not sure, whatever. Kind of fever that is not actually a fever and is typically caused by pollen. Maybe hay fever. And, let's see, Director Duvernay would be Ava, so I guess we're talking about has at here. Yes, I heard you, Sue. I heard you yelling has at, but I was too focused to pay as good attention as I should have, and I apologize for that. I was listening to Shotzi singing church songs, and it just got me.
I think it was a Christmas song.
Maybe it was a Christmas song. Risk averse is where I think we're going with that. And school that's arrival of 37 down. I'm assuming we're talking about Yale. So what do we have over here? in vain, or how to read the answers to. Okay, well, we're a bit early for that, but school that's a rival. I could fit in there. I'm assuming that we're talking about an Ivy League, so I could fit Brown. I could fit University of Pennsylvania, as in UPenn. That's the only Ivies I can think of with 5 letters off the top of my head. Yeah, Cornell, Harvard, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. It's needed to stay calm, say probably self something. And I don't know. Well, if this is in vain, I can't put futilely, or I could put that's UPenn. Matter in a neon sign would be plasma. So yeah, I feel like I could put fruitlessly here, and we'll immediately check it, because I don't know. Prose postscript could be an epilogue, and I got an email from Crosswordland over there, one of our fellow solving channels, and apparently he does these things first thing in the morning. I can't even imagine. I mean, I would have to be 3 or 4 espressos into my day before I even look at my email, right? I mean, much less, coming up with plasma or something, or some fruitless endeavor, which could very well be this crossword. After all, Ben Zimmer's put this thing together. So, but we have wine. And we have time. Okay, so we got blank Hagen, Tony-winning actress and theater practitioner. I think it's Uta. I think PR piece. Chicago White Sox. Okay, trains for the Chicago White Sox. Those would be the L's. And we always say about the ELS. I think that just me. I've never lived in Chicago. I've only been there once. Well, I've been there 1,000 times if you count O'Hare or the other airport. But yeah, no, it feels like I've only been there once though, and I think those are for elevated trains. I think those are the ones that you see going up around like that. So PR piece looks like it's going to be Puerto, as in Puerto Rico, and I think that's fabulous. Dreamily named rock group, REM, very good. Rankles to no end, or rankles no end, maybe eats up. I always insert, like I'm reading, like I'm wanting to read it for myself, and Financial Center of West Africa, been there. Beautiful place, Lagos is. Sporting Great, who said tennis uses the language of life. Okay, that would probably be Andre Agassi, considering I have an A and a G to work with. I don't know the quote. Wool Source, this thing is an alpaca, but we just saw a movie. Was it alpacas or little llamas that were spitting in this woman's face? And it was funny. They were in England, and I think it was something to do with one of the writers. Jane Austen, ruined my life or wrecked my life or something. Really good movie. Jane Austen wrecked my life. Great movie, really it was. And they have the new Hugh Grant is in it too, So I'm just like, okay, let's watch it. Why not? Drink made with an artisanal flourish. Say, I gotta do the latte here. That's good stuff. And target of an exfoliator. I'm assuming a pore. And one may be in default. Don't want that. Don't want to have a loan in default. Source for some bubbly sounds like Asti. So what do we got here? Futures experts could be soothsayers. And so what's going on down here now? Chatted online in brief. Okay, yeah, we got something crazy going on with this fruitlessness. Okay. Most pucker-inducing, maybe the TAR test. Stat used to calculate a QB's passer rating would be attempt. And gimme, I need it. Okay. So let's go ahead and vocally, I guess that could be allowed. Tourist destination outside of Delhi would be Agra. And I want to see Delhi. in whatever their version of winter is what I'd want to go. I'm sure it's like what we're feeling right now here in Germany, which is somewhere in the high 70s, I think, or somewhere in that area. Tourist destination. Yeah, so I would like to see Agra, though, more than anything there. Mixtures and copier cartridges. Okay. Nighttime sound. Okay, this is a clever one. We got ourselves a long eye. Is this impeached? Let's find out. Classical performance space would be Odium. I think we do have an impeached here. So interesting. One with diplomatic plates in New York City, maybe a UN representative. So we have impeached. Fruitlessly. So we've got a peach in here. So what do we got here? If we do it without the fruit, i.e. fruitlessly, we would have I ammed. Chatted online in brief. I ammed. Very nice. So what do we got here? Mixtures and copier cartridges. So we've got a pair in there. So if we take the pair out, we would have toners. Otherwise, top earners. It's pretty funny. I mean, I like that. Mesa para dos, por favor. We got to get the por favor in there. You don't want to just be barking orders. You might not get the order the way you wanted it. Just a tip. The bitte in German. The s'il vous plaît in French, right? Gotta have the please. We gotta get the please in there. Subjects of some European fishing bans. I would say nets or eels. Part of a jouster's protection. We've got an L there, and I feel pretty good with it, so I'm going to go with leg. I guess armor. And I don't know, was Henry VIII wearing his leg armor when he took it to the leg in that jousting match and never really healed from it? Or was it a fruitless endeavor to use it? I don't know. That's a question for a historian. Subjects of some Europeans. I make the eels in. The eels are in. Seattle to Mount Rainier direction. I do believe it'd be southeast. Bridges in Baghdad cross it, and that would be the Tigris. Been there a lot. I have so many pictures of me with that green water. Yeah, and I've actually been where they converge, the Tigris and Euphrates. Been in firefights there. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, but I'm not the only one. I mean, a lot. It's like that's just a commonplace banality for Iraqi war veterans, right? So I don't know. On fire could be lit. Level in a social hierarchy would be a caste. Drink that might turn your tongue blue. Okay, here we're not going to be able to fit curacao in here, so let's go with an icy. Now, I wonder when I was consuming sugary stuff, I wonder what an icy with curacao would taste like. Probably like saccharine death, I would imagine. Baseball Hall of Famer Guerrero to fans. Oh, gosh. Was it Vlad? Les Mary, I don't know. Fiends of folklore, I guess ogres. So Les Mary could be, if it's Vlad, I guess he could be Graver. Oh, yeah. So I do believe we do have a Vlad, though. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not the biggest baseball fan in the world. I love college baseball, but I'm not a big fan of. I just don't watch it. Don't have time. Half blank desultory. Desultory. That's a fantastic way to say half-assed. That's funny. All right. So I heard you, Sue. I heard you. I got it. I just had to sit and ruminate on desultory. I thought that was fabulous. I just never get a chance to use that word. Fur once favored by Russian royalty. Oh, what is those are? I know what that's got to be. Sable. That's it. Takes me a minute. Rivian competitor would be a Tesla. We were thinking about an electric car, and we think those Polestars are pretty nice. Saw them. We saw one. I guess we were up in, I don't know where we were at. Amsterdam, maybe. We were traipsing around somewhere. Oh no, we were in Viña a couple of years ago for like a week, and we were just running around up there during the Christmas season, going to markets, drinking wines, walking for everywhere. Very opulent city, and we passed a Polestar showroom, and when you walk by the cars and the lights would come on, even though it was after dark, it was kind of fun. But I think probably stick with BMW and go with my next car. It would probably be an electric one. I think I can't imagine it wouldn't be. Kind of want one. So org that might sponsor a readathon would be the PTA. And what's her name? Who did that song? Harper Valley PTA. I don't remember for the life of me right now. I can hear it though. Useless leftovers could be. Ooh, Dross. Wow. Investigate in detail. So, I don't know. Mani Petty brand. Okay. I think this is OP. I think I have that OPI, but OP for me. I'm thinking OP. See, I remembered it. I've always get hung up on OB or OP, and I don't know where the OB even comes from.
OB is OB Baumarkt.
OB is the name of a Baumarkt here in Germany, or a DIY, like a Home Depot. I don't know what to call them. So home improvement stores? Yeah. Winter sports venue. I don't know. A rink, maybe? Looking at that word, like, I have no idea what that could be. I guess a rink? Yeah. Kind of hard to go ice skating in the summer. Creature on the state flags of Michigan and Idaho, and my assumption is the elk. Gemstone found in hot springs would be an opal. Let's see. Grammy in the UK would be Nan. And so, problem one, now investigate in detail. So, I guess we've got a lemon in here. If you take the lemon out, you'd have a probe. All right. Or a favorite tool of extraterrestrials that, snatch up people on Earth and take them up, do stuff with probes, and then put them back. Thinks nothing of. Org that monitors on-air obscenity. The FCC. So it's needed to stay calm. I guess some self-control. Org promoting sober motoring. No, I don't think. Pitchfork point is a tine. So org promoting sober monitoring would probably be mad. So I don't know that control's gonna work. I'm fairly certain this is going to be mad, or there's that other one, students against drunk drivers, or whatever it's called. Pitchfork point is a tine, unless I'm really off here. Is this Saturday? And I thought it was a Thursday? On its way, in a way. Start of a lovelorn soliloquy. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Maybe mailed. It's in the mail. Yeah, it's in the mail. Abbreviation, standing in for co-authors, probably et al. And so, street urchin could be a gammon. And so maybe self-command is what we're looking for there. And some fishing gear, looks like Roman gods. Thinks nothing of would be forgets. So we do have students against drunk driving, I guess. And European land where Game of Thrones was filmed would be Croatia. So then that would give us Roman gods. Some fishing gear. So I'm assuming we're talking mango. Gotta get the mango out of the Roman gods, and you're left with rods. And so I don't know. I feel like I don't know. How do we do today? How do we do, Bob? Yeah, we had a long one, but there was, quite a bit of work here, and this was not an easy one either. It felt like we had in some places some Friday and Saturday fill. And dealing with the theme here, we didn't know no rebuses to deal with, but still pretty clever grid, and extremely clever grid actually. And yeah, talk about a lot of work on this one, Ben Zimmer. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, there was not a thing that I could even make fun of here. It's just straight up a fabulous grid. And again, the highest compliment I can pay anything is I wish I'd have constructed it. If I hear a song and I say I wish I'd written that, that's my highest honor. I mean, there's nothing bigger than that for me, right? So, yeah, I wish I'd painted it. I wish I'd written it. I wish I'd come up with that. Whatever. I wish I'd constructed this. It was a beautiful grid. So very well done, good sir. So let's bring down our bannière d'adieu and call this to an end. So class is dismissed. Until we see you next time, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well out there. Be safe. Be nice to strangers, right? And always remember, when you meet someone with a foreign accent, you're talking to a very brave and courageous soul. Be well out there, and we'll see you on tomorrow. Just be safe until then. Cheers.